Hello everyone, Fanta here, you're watching Fantavision, and today I'm discussing the Animal Crossing Nintendo Direct, which, holy crap, I am way more hyped than I was before, and I was already insanely hyped for this game, because Animal Crossing is one of my favorite series of all time, and a lot of people don't really understand why Animal Crossing is such a fun game for so many people, and why so many people enjoy it. And I'll definitely make a video about that, but just to say a few things about it, just to kind of put you in the mindset before you dive in this video. If you've never played an Animal Crossing game before, it's basically a life simulator if life was perfect. It's the ultimate way to escape. It's the ultimate form of escapism. There we go. That's it right there, because even though everyone talks about, oh, you're in debt, and it's like, oh, it's a big thing. No. The debt you're in has zero interest, and you can pay it off whenever you want. How is that like real life at all? How is that stressful at all? And with this new game, you can pay off your debt without even using money. So let's dive into what we learned about this new game in the Nintendo Direct. And right off the bat, I gotta say, the graphics, I was already like, yeah, they look pretty good. After seeing the weather effects, seeing the water effects, and just everything in general, this game is gorgeous, and it's definitely one of those games that's going to age phenomenally. I can still go back and play the original Animal Crossing, especially if you play the PC GameCube emulator version with the HD texture packs that basically just upscales everything in resolution. Looks phenomenal. I could easily play that game for hours to this day. This game is just beautiful. It just is. You can't deny how beautiful this game is. I know graphics aren't everything, but I mean, you're going to be staring at them for countless hours, and it just helps that they are so darn gorgeous. Talking about detail, the seasons they showed off are even more detailed than they used to be. They used to have like a snowman thing, and they used to have seasonal furniture and stuff like that. But now there's even more seasonal events. I guess they're going to be adding updates to the game, which might be why they're not allowing time travel, which to me kind of disappointed me at first, but there are some things that actually make me not too upset about it, and we'll get to that a little bit later. But because there's no time travel, they're allowed to add more updates to the game. They're allowed to continue to add new content, because we're all going to be on the same page. So when there's a new season coming out, they can plan for it ahead of time and add more free stuff. So that'll be awesome. Also, when it comes to seasons, this doesn't really affect me, but if you're in the southern hemisphere and your summer rather, like let's say your August is snowy, whereas ours is the summer. They have that now. So now you can pick which hemisphere you're located in, which one you'd rather have, and that solves a lot of issues for, I'm sure, a lot of people. Like I said, you can pay off your debt now without even using money. That's what it looks like, at least from this Nintendo Direct, because we saw them using Nook Miles, which Nook Miles are a new currency you get through basically completing in-game achievements, which adds even more replayability to this game if it didn't already have enough with the museum and collecting and upgrading your house and all that other stuff. So the fact that there's going to be exclusive items you can get with Nook Miles, you can pay off your debt, and you can even go to other islands by purchasing a ticket with your Nook Miles. Now, I had this later on in the section, but we're going to skip to it now. You can visit other items with this ticket. And the thing is they weren't really clear about how that's going to work. I don't know if they're going to be randomized islands, or if there's only a certain amount, or if there's only one. It would make sense if they were randomized. I mean, we've had plenty of other games that are completely based off of that sort of thing. And also, there's a couple other things that are a little bit mysterious. Now, there's going to be new items on those islands. There's going to be new fruits. There's going to be new bugs, stuff like that. But you can also run into villagers on these islands. And I don't know if you can bring these villagers back with you to your deserted island, or if you just say hi and you can talk to them there, or they'll give you an item. I don't know. It'd be cool if you met somebody that you liked and you could bring them back with you. Speaking of villagers, you can actually pick where they live now, which is kind of cool. You can kind of make your own little community way over there if you don't want to deal with them, or you can have them live next to you. You can do whatever you want with where they live. And I feel like that's a great feature that a lot of people, including myself, didn't even think about, because before they just kind of move in to either random spots in the map or to already designated spots on the map that you don't really have any control of. Now you can place your own designated spots for when people move in, or the villager will come up to you and ask, where should I live? And you can manually go with them and pick out their plot of land. That's awesome. Now, like I said, you can't do time travel in this game. And to sum up what time travel is, in case you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, it's where you go into your system clock, you change the date or the time, so you can just start playing the game a lot faster. You can see what's in the store the next day. You can skip to whatever season you want to be playing in. If you worked really late that night, you can skip back to earlier in the day so all the shops open. Now they have the Nook Island Services, which is going to be a tent that is open 24/7. Thank God there are finally things that are open 24/7, because the fact that all those other places had hours, it was cool that it was realistic, but it was a pain in the ass when you did not have time throughout the day to play the game. Now you can sell things, you can buy certain items, and you can craft things 24/7. That's a great addition in my opinion, and definitely makes up for the fact that you can't time travel anymore. Speaking of crafting looks pretty amazing. I was originally kind of on the fence about crafting because there's so many games out there with crafting. I was like, I gotta collect the materials again and build stuff, and then I started to think about it. I'm like, that's actually going to add a lot more replayability to the game, and it's going to add a lot more customization, and honestly it'll add to the sense of accomplishment because you'll have built all of these pieces of furniture instead of just waiting for the day they showed up in the store. And you're not only just crafting these things, you can customize these items. So you can pick which type of wood they are, and you can use your own custom designs to change the fabric on them. So they're showing like couches with custom designs and the pillows. They're showing blankets on the beds that are custom designs. It's so cool, all the different things you can change with the pieces that you're crafting. Something that I didn't think they would be adding to the game is more dangerous creatures. They added not only the original wasps, but now they've added scorpions and spiders that will both chase you. And I have a little bit of arachnophobia, and I hate scorpions because I've dealt with them for a very long time, and I've almost been stung by many of them. Now they're in my Animal Crossing game. Now, I think you can only run from them. I don't think you can catch them. I wish you could. I hope you can. But it's going to be an interesting element they added to the game, so it's not always just minding your own business. You can't just idly play the game and watch TV. You also have to pay attention or you're going to get stung by stuff. I mean, that's interesting. It's not something that was genuinely needed for the game, but I'm fine with the addition. Going back to customizations and housing and all that sort of stuff, you can, of course, upgrade to a house. I'm sure a lot of people were worried if you were going to be stuck in just a tent. You can upgrade to a house, and unlike the other games where you kind of get different levels, so far they're showing that you're kind of be staying at that single level, but you can add on multiple rooms to that single level. I'm fine with this change. I kind of miss the fact that you used to be able to get a basement, but I'm not really that torn up about it. Maybe you can get a basement later. And like I said, they're going to be adding new things when it comes to seasons, so maybe they'll be adding that sort of feature in the future. I guess we'll just have to find out. And when it comes to designs, you can actually import your old designs from New Leaf and Happy Home Designer. So if you've spent countless hours on creating your own custom patterns in those other games, you can use the Nook Link app on your smartphone, which is also your chat and voice chat, unfortunately, because Nintendo's Nintendo and Nintendo does things that doesn't make any sense. But you can use the Nook Link app to scan the QR code on your DS, import that into your Switch game. That's awesome. It even looked like it upscaled the design so they look a little bit smoother in the new game. Some of the multiplayer details that most of us knew already have been confirmed. You can play up to 4 people at once, local multiplayer on the same Switch. Unfortunately, it's not going to be like Xbox or PlayStation where you can have a friend come over and they just put their profile on your account and you can play like that and they can bring their stuff back to their island. They're going to have to bring their own Switch and their own game cartridge in order to do that. It's a shame, but whatever, I get it. It is interesting that you can have local multiplayer though, because that's definitely a new thing from the series. And I'm sure it'll make a lot of families happy, especially since you can only have one island per system. Confirmed. Another thing that is one only per system is it seems like you can only recover your game files if something happens to your Switch or something happens to your game files like getting corrupted. You can only get them back once from what I've heard. That doesn't make any sense. I don't get why you're limited to one file backup. I mean, this is not an MMO. It seriously makes zero sense why this game doesn't even have cloud support. It technically has cloud support, but you have to go through like customer service. Nintendo, what are you doing? You have this game that looks phenomenal. I can't wait to play it. But you're doing stupid stuff. You gotta stop with the other weird, stupid stuff you keep doing. Something that I am really happy about is they did confirm 8-player multiplayer. That's a crazy amount of people, and it makes me think that this may be a game that I also stream with, because you can actually create a one-time use code that people can use to get onto your island without having to be on your friends list. If you're not considered a best friend, you can't use your axe, you can't destroy the island, you can only go fishing and stuff like that. So if you've got people over, you're not really sure if you can trust them, you don't have to worry because that option is turned off unless they're your best friend. Last, but certainly not least, because this is going to make the game have... I mean, the game already has infinite replay value, it feels like. This takes it to a whole new level, because you can completely terraform your island. Not only can you build bridges wherever you want, not only can you build staircases wherever you want, you can dig out new rivers, you can create waterfalls, you can create new passageways, you can completely reshape your entire island. That is insane. That's so cool. I'm really glad they added this feature. It's crazy. We've never seen this level of customization in pretty much any of these games. So I'm really happy to see it in Animal Crossing, and I can't wait to see what your guys' islands looks like, and I can't wait to see what I can do with this island. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it yet. I'm just kind of overwhelmed with all the new information and all of the new features and things you can do in this game, and I can't wait for it to come out. This is definitely my most hyped up game of 2020. I've been really excited for this game to come out for a very long time, and I have a very long history with the Animal Crossing series. It's helped me through some hard times, and I feel like this game is coming out at just the right time, and it's going to be a blast. I hope to play with you all soon, and let me know in the comments what you guys think about the entire Nintendo Direct, all of this new information, if you think you'll be getting the game. Like the video if you guys liked it, subscribe for more content, and thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day. See you guys.